What's up, coconuts? It's Leah, and today I'm going to be lightening my hair and going from this yellow mess to this. So the last month or so I was using the Wella powder lightener. I've been using this particular lightener for 20 years or so, a really long time. But I had the 20 vol developer because I had the 20 volume developer because that's what I was using or supposed to use when I had gone a little bit brunette. So I used that up with my bleach lightener, but I found that I was not able to get the platinum results that I like when I use the 40 vol. Did I get that? I will be leaving some dimension and sort of layering the depth and color in there. I do like that. I don't like it to be all completely one-dimensional. I think it does look fine, but for me myself, I like it just a little bit more loose and casual and beachy. So if there's, some different colors in there and some different shades and tones, I am good with that. So I will show you how to achieve that when actually putting on the hair, and it mostly just has to do with where you put it, when you put it in the dyeing process. So let's go. I have a lot of hair and I'm going to be dyeing a lot of it. Sometimes I just want to do a little bit of a touch-up. Sometimes I just want to lighten parts of it. But right now I really want to put it kind of all over because it's really yellow all over. So I'm going to be taking 2 of these scoops. So with the 40 volume developer, it's 2 parts developer to 1 part color, as with I think most Wella products. This needs to develop for 30 to 45 minutes. So it's 12:28 right now, so by the time I stop talking, we'll call it 12:30. The reason that it's really important to check the time is for somebody like me, I have lots of hair and it's really long, so by the time I, get started and do the first parts of my hair to the time when I do the last bits of my hair, there's probably going to be at least 10 minutes in between. So I really want to make sure that I'm not hustling, but working efficiently. I made enough product, that's why I made double the amount now. I don't want to have to stop halfway through and make more. So having said that, I do want to do the parts that need it the most first. And you also want to keep in mind where you want your hair parted, because if you normally part your hair here, you should probably start here, or if that's where you want the most lightening. Don't, because you're dyeing your hair and it's you're being at the salon, that you're going to part it down the middle and then you're going to have some wonky thing where you normally part it how you normally would and give her snooze. I have a little game plan, so I am going to start up at the top of my head and sort of on top everywhere, because that's where it's really yellow. But then I'm going to go straight underneath because it is really quite a bit darker under here, and this does need a little bit more time to develop. So again, this will be put on in the first few minutes, and we'll just have that little bit extra time to develop. Science! And I am going to leave a little bit here because I do like a little bit of root showing through. I don't want it to be a crazy line though, so I will take my brush this way and just go zip, 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 just to kind of stagger it a little bit. So I'm just hitting all the parts that frame my face right now because I want those to be the most platinum. But I still want to keep a little bit of dimension, so I'm not plastering every layer of hair. Ooh. I do recommend taking out your contacts for this, and I see why. And if there are bits where you're ooh, I kind of like that color, leave it. Just leave it. If it'll look good with the color that you're going to, just leave it. This, for example, no. Bye! Yes, I just took my top off. I didn't want to get anything on it. I bought that when I was 12, which was, no, 24 years ago? Shit. No, I need to make more. Yeah, I totally need to make more. Shit. Okay, go. It is now 1 o'clock, and so that's 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead based on how I'm gonna go and leave it for like at least another 10 minutes. So now we're out of the shower and it's looking still like super yellow. So this is the part where we really need that purple toner to come in and offset all the like golden and orangey undertones. I will be finishing up the rest of my 20 volume, although I don't have very much left, so I'm gonna be mixing some 40 volume, so that might adjust how long I leave this in for, just because this is a, you know, twice as strong developer. But like 20 and 40 makes 30, right? And I am using the best, in my opinion. I have been using this also for like 20 years. This is the Wella Permanent Liquid Hair Toner in T18 or lightest ash blonde. It used to be called White Lady, but we don't call it that anymore. Obvious reasons. Because of the type of product that this is and the consistency, you can kind of like, I'm just gonna right now slap it in my hands and just distribute it that way, because that's gonna get the most even instead of using a brush. And I'm just gonna go a little bit further then, because I don't have as much as I would like. The directions do say to leave it on for up to 30 minutes, so I will keep checking this probably every 5 to 10, just because depending on how light your hair is, how dry it is, determines how porous it is and how much of this it's gonna suck up, and how lavender your hair is gonna turn afterwards. So the toner has been on for 20 minutes, but as you can see, it's like really starting to turn purple. So this is kind of always the part where I start to get a little bit nervous. So it looks really purple when it's all like close together and concentrated, but when you kind of split it apart, that's what you're sort of starting to look at. So now when I'm splitting it apart, it is starting to keep that purple or lavender tinge. So to me, that means that it is about time to get this rinsed out. I may be like looking over here now. Like you can tell I have lots of purple and then also like lots of orange still. So it looks like I missed quite a bit there. In natural light, just to kind of give you an idea of how purple and how orange. So one last thing I wanted to point out that I forgot to mention earlier is that I did use shampoo after I bleached. They do suggest to use shampoo after bleach. You want to get all those like gritty particles out. But after the toner, I will not be using shampoo. I will be letting this sit on the hair and tone the hair for a minimum of 24 hours. So I put the toner in my hair about 48 hours ago. I will be washing it either tonight or tomorrow. And it's not quite as platinum as I would really like it to be. Recently, I've been using the brightening shampoo, the Blonde Ale from Drybar. This was not giving me the same effect as the Amika one, but I'm wondering if it's just because my hair is not as light as when I was using the Amika product. So I will be using this because now my hair, it definitely is as light as when I was using the Amika shampoo before. So in my next video, I will be using this. So if you're curious how well this works, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay home. Aloha.